like to welcome and thank all participants for organising and running over 320 events in the city throughout this week. Our festival is organised by the Learning Forum, set up on the Cork City Development Board. Its aim is to promote and celebrate learning in all its forms, and its motto is to investigate, participate and celebrate. A special welcome from our guests from Belfast who have travelled today to witness the formal announcement of our links of a new initiative linking the Cork Lifelong Learning Festival and the Féile an Phobal in Belfast.
Well, Tina and Dennis and Willie came along last year, and there was a few ideas around maybe looking at how festivals were working with each other, maybe not working with each other as well, and how can we harmonise and create cooperation. And one of the things for us is that Féile is now growing from the Falls Road to the streets of West Belfast, where we're now working with communities right across the city of Belfast and right across the north in terms of capacity build, devising programmes and festivals for all the communities right across, all the new communities across the north as well.
I grew up on the Falls Road in Belfast, but everyone says, where are you from? And I'll say, Beachmount. And I go, no, where are you really from? And hence the title. And the book is about identity and race. It's about a mother's love, and it's about the IRA.
This is my story, and the story of Clyde and the Cork hurling team, and the story of our perspective. I believe hurling is the best of us, one of the greatest and most beautiful expressions of what we can do. For me, that is the perspective that death and loss cast in the game.
Yet in the midst of all this chaos and hardship, there remained a pride and resilience about the people of the North Side. And basketball was one source of that pride. For the previous 2 winters, the men's National League title resided on the North Side, and though no one was to know it then, it would remain there for the next 7 seasons as well. If anything, this recession was helping basketball, just as basketball was helping people through the recession.
People should really appreciate how lucky they are for a free festival organised by the council here, and now Féile an Phobal and the Cork Lifelong Learning Festival have officially twinned up last Monday.
And I'd like you to notice that those young people here beside me never held a saxophone until last December. Likewise with the guitars, drums and keyboards. And to be able to get up today and perform after about 13 or 14 weeks training, I think that it is a very good applause.
that the entire population should be immunised against seasonal flus and potentially pandemic animal influenzas such as swine flu.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. And welcome again to our Lifelong Learning Festival, which has grown and grown over the last number of years. So we have a fantastic packed concert this afternoon, and it's going to be in two parts. We have first got our friends and residents from the Cork Foundation. Give it a big round of applause. And then we have our friends and young people from St Mary's on the Hill Primary School. Give them a big round of applause. And then after that we have the Cork Academy of Music, who are going to play a number of tunes for us just before lunch.
Really developed a reputation as the festival capital of the country, something that's developed on very strongly from our designation and status as European Capital of Culture in 2005. And I think the great diversity and range of festivals that we have is extremely important to our region here in Cork. And I think particularly when there's such a focus, and rightly so, on maybe some of the more fun elements of the festivals, I think it's great that we have here this morning a festival that focuses on learning and its importance.
With my darling to the Tennessee walls, when an old friend I have been.
So I want to assume that none of you know anything about being involved in musical theatre productions and start from scratch, literally, if that's okay.
Everybody who speaks English, pretty much at some point in the course of most days of their lives, will inadvertently make a quote from Hamlet.
My homework is waiting and never got done. I was watching TV.
I'm delighted to see such a huge crowd here this morning because it's turning a bit miserable and wet outside, but it's great inside here. There's food and coffee and tea down there, there's a warm welcome, there's community, there's activities. It's great to be here in this is the headquarters of the Mayfield GA Club, and I'm delighted to see such a big crowd here for the sort of the launch of the coming together of the Lifelong Learning Festival.
What I'm teaching cooking skills, because now you're worried about the exam and you're only on the first day of the word education comes from the Latin word educare, which means to draw out. And you draw out what's within each one of us. The eagerness to learn, the love of learning, the natural curiosity, the immense intelligence, the passion for learning, the excitement. That's what needs to be drawn out, because once that's drawn out in each individual in the classroom, then that's the adventure.
CEO process was never explained to me, and I discovered that day that applications to attend UCC or any university had to be in Galway by the 1st of February. I downloaded a CEO form and with the help of the teachers in Dearmark CBS set about completing it. When I walked into my first lecture on Monday at 4 o'clock in the lecture theatre Boole 2 and saw the room full of 18-year-olds, it was daunting to say the least. It was then that I got the overwhelming feeling that I was out of place and I was going to be found out and asked to leave. However, I soon discovered that this was a common feeling amongst mature students. I obtained second-class honours in first, second and third years. In fourth year, through wise subject choice, combined with a lot of hard work, sacrifices and support from home, I achieved the first-class honours degree. I don't want to say to anybody, and I never will, if I can do it, you can do it. But I would instead like to say, if I can help, just ask. Thank you.
We're all very proud of Owen, so Owen, well done. And we're all very proud of this festival. And Owen really is a manifestation of what this festival is all about. Because this festival is an invitation to participate, it's an invitation to celebrate, but it's an invitation mainly to participate in learning. Now, there has been great emphasis this morning on the universities and the EC and CAT, but really what this festival shows is that, look, we have now gone beyond the walls of educational institutions, and learning now happens in communities.
I just today want to refer to lifelong learning and education and the importance of it and the absolute necessity of further education. And that means we're going to have to continuously upskill, we're going to have to reskill, and we're going to have to continue investments in education and in training at our current levels. And we can only do that through collaboration. We can only do that by providing proper supports, and we can only do that through the partnerships that are absolutely necessary in providing opportunities for people to obtain a lifestyle that befits the intelligence that is part of each and every one of us. Good meal, Margaret.